Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is June 23 of 2025, almost at 2024. The years are confusing. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. So today I'm going to do a bonus algo problem. I'm going to not do a hard one because last time I did a hard one and it's not, for no reason other than that it's really hot and I want to go back to the AC. But yeah, let's do an RNG one though. So let's go. How many problems do I have left? I still have a lot of problems left, so we still have plenty of time to do a good YOLO one. So let's do a pick one. But yeah, extra bonus problem. Let's go. We have 625 minimum factorization, a premium problem that I have not done before. So let's see how Larry handles it. I don't know why I'm talking about myself in the third person. I am right here. All right, let's go. Given an positive integer nums, we know the smallest positive integer x whose multiplication of each digit equals sum. If there's no answer, the answer does not fit in the 32-bit sign int, we turn 0. Okay, so if the number is 48, then the answer is 68. And the number could be really big. Well, the thing is that it is multiplication, right? So what that means is that if you're given a really big number, how do I want to say it? Like there's just not that many digits, is what I mean, right? Because yeah, and also the answer has to fit in 32 bits, so you also have to do it that way. Right, so then one is that we do want to factorize it, I think, but the tricky part is, I guess not. I'm just bad at math. 2 to the 16 is fast enough, right? What I was gonna say is then we could factor it, and that's it, right? So we factor it. Is that it? Why is this a medium problem? And maybe I guess it's just old. I think initially I expect this to be a little bit harder and read it a little bit harder, but we can just do like, okay, so j is equal to 2 while j times j, and this is just regular factorization, though I would say I did get a wrong answer from the virtual contest on the Q1 from the previous week doing the same thing because I rushed it and I forgot to write this for some reason, right? So anyway, so then yeah, while nums mod j is equal to 0, answer that append j, right? Yes, but also, this is where I went wrong here. I had it in my head, but I forgot, which is that, well, actually I wrote it this way because I was just easy to write whether it's prime or not. But actually you should also write it as j from range 2 to 10, right? Because these are digits, and because they are digits, and because they're digits, they're only from 1 to 10 is what I mean to say. And 1 will never be in the answer because if you have a 1 anywhere by I don't know, just logic, I think, or thinking about it. If you have a 1, then you could remove the 1 for fewer digits. And fewer digits is always good. The other thing that I was wondering was that, okay, well, 6 and 8, right? So even 48 is what? I don't know. 6 times 8. No, I mean, yes, but it's 3 times 16 is the prime factorization, which means 3 times 2 to the 4 or something, right? So then given that, how do you combine them? Because obviously you don't want the answer to be something like this or whatever, right? That's too big compared to 68. And I think it turns out, now that I think about it a little bit more, and maybe I should have thought about it before coding, I usually do, but today maybe I was just a little bit hot and rushing. You could just actually go down, right? And the reason why is because in a greedy way, if you take the biggest number and it divides, then what happens? What happens is that it always for example, a 9 is 3 times 3, obviously. If you take a 9 instead of 2 3s, it means that you have 1 digit instead of 2 digit, is why this greedy works. And then now we can write, well, j is equal to 0. Answer that append, was it j? Yeah. Num divided by j, right? So and then that's it. Right? And then next j will decrement. And then the only other thing is Oh yeah, I was gonna say check, right? So if nums is not equal to 1, meaning that there's another prime number that, well, maybe it doesn't even have to be prime, it can be composite, but another number that it you know, needs to divide to, you can return 0. Otherwise, we want to reverse this and then yeah, and then map it to a string. So then like in answer, something like that. Oh, and then you have to convert an int. I guess you could have like shift and add. Maybe that's a little bit straightforward. Here looks good. So let's give a quick. I want to say submit. Oh, ooh, that is a tricky case. I forgot to do 1, but I also want to try some other numbers. I think 1 I may be wrong on. So it's a good thing that I caught it. Yep. Yeah. And that's the easy thing to fix, but I want to fix it more specifically. That's why. So then maybe R is equal to 1, and then for X in reverse, right? So then now reversed of answer, we want to say R, we want to shift. Oh no, this is a 0. Oh, then how do you do it? I want to say shift and add, but then now this will still be wrong for 1, right? Because it never shift or add. So I don't know. I think 1 is the only case though. I mean, we're gonna, because we never, I mean, because our idea was that we never want to use a 1. Is this 1? No, okay. I always forget whether it's inclusive or not. Oh yeah, no, I guess it doesn't make sense. Why would it be? Yeah. We never want to use a 1 in the final answer unless it's a 1. So I think that's a good enough thing. Let's give it a quick submit. Hopefully. Oh, I see. Yeah, I forgot to check for the 2 to the 31 thing. Silly me. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. I hate you. I mean, I knew that one, but and technically, I think it has to be strictly greater than. I actually was, as I submitted, I was like, I don't think I handled this case. I mean, it kind of came up too quickly for me to, you know. And maybe I'm off by 1, but I'm lazy to check. Okay. But yeah, I was like, as soon as I submitted, I was like, oh wait, there's that other condition that tells you that we talked about, but then I just got lazy. Or I got distracted, I suppose. But yeah, but overall, not so bad. I think it's not as, I mean, I think it's not that hard. I think each step you could figure it out, but it's still definitely tricky and definitely easier to, you know, have some wrong answers. And apparently the relatively low acceptance rate kind of proves that out. But yeah, I mean, even I got it 1 wrong, so. Anyway, that is all I have for this one though. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.